just waiting for the music to load. So setting up your space. The playlist is Muladhara, is Manipura. This is the action of the navel. And so we're setting up. Setting the blocks, blanket straps aside. Build yourself a cross-legged seat. If you're using the oils, put it to the navel, put it up to the solar plexus. This daily application of the wisdom of plants and the plants that take their own actions and the way that they hold us and steady us. It's just, it can't be overstated how useful, how important that can be. And so bringing yourself into a cross-legged posture, sitting tall. We tune in with the hands together, the heart high. And we start here just 3 times with a mantra, as though introducing ourselves to the day. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. 3 times, inhale, or just listen. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to April. My name is Martha McKelvin. This is an hour of Kundalini Yoga, particularly for the energy of Manipura, for the center of ourselves, for taking action. Isn't it beautiful how some things just fall together when and how they were meant to? We don't even have to force it. Let this be our action today. Morgan Harper Nichols reminding us, you are allowed to take a break from the things you love to make. You are allowed to give the work you enjoy time and space. Honor everything else you do at this moment right now. Our playlist begins at color. If you start the playlist now, we will be in sync. We will work together. So come to lie down on your back. Bring your strap with you. Good. Lay the strap across your shins. Hold the outer edges and draw your knees to your chest. Here's your breath out. Press your knees into the strap. Here's your breath in. And continue. Open the low back. And as you press into the strap, straightening your arms over your upper back. And do 4 more just this way. As though you could gently and deliberately remove tension from this hinge, this major fold of the body. Good. Put your left foot to the floor, put your right foot up, strap into the arch of the foot, straighten your arms and hold there. Bend your elbows wide, bring your right knee down, press your right heel high. Here's inhale. Knee bends, elbows wide. Here's exhale. Move in and out with strength and with deliberation. we're coming into action. With the energy of Manipura here at the center of the body. How is it that we move through the day? Keep your right leg long, shoulders down and broad, straightening the left leg out. Pause there. Dropping the left thigh into the floor, open the back of your right knee, open the back of the left knee, lengthen your spine right out of the left heel. Putting the straps in the right hand, left arm wide, strap and foot go to the right. Modification, bend your right knee and hold your inner thigh. So staying strong through the back of the left thigh. Opening wide through the center. Giving it the hint of a smile, becoming a little bit brighter, a little more uplifted, a little more activated. Into the middle. Release your strap. Roll to the left outer hip. Put your left elbow down and drop your right knee across into the palm. Just do it one more time, rolling your right knee open and drop your knee into your palm. Sweep your right hand overhead and then wide, skimming the floor down toward the hip. Opening wide. And as you keep your right arm wide, pause there. That you're turning your navel softly to the right, you're allowing your right shoulder to fall, you're twisting through the navel and center. To put the strap over the sole of your left foot. Arms straight, hold the strap where you find it, elbows bending down. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, bend. As though you could rinse the breath out of your hip and then draw the breath right up into your heel. One more like that. And press. Opening the back of your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Open the back of your right knee. Let your breath open up. Settle into the backs of your shoulders. Here's your base. Both straps into the left hand, right arm wide. We pause just this way. If you need to, you bend your left knee, hold the inner thigh. Widen through the pelvis. Lengthen through the navel. The hint of a smile continues. Into the center. Release the strap onto your right outer hip and your right elbow down. Dropping your knee to your palm, roll open again. And then knee to palm, pause. There's our established base and sweep the left hand to skim along the floor. Exhale as your hand comes down towards your hips and then inhale as it comes up and open. One more. Then you pause wide, the navel rinsing softly, turning left. Releasing your knee, come into the center. Knees bend, feet flat. If you joined late, we are on breathe in our soundtrack. Hands down. Heels are beneath your knees. Stand in your heels to let your hips rise. Hands come up overhead. Here's our inhalation. Rolling down through the spine, hands down. Here's exhale. 3 more. Can you feel the length of your feet? From your heels to the balls of your feet to the pads of your toes. And as your feet rest so evenly, front to back, inside, outside, just a simple footprint. Let that keep the heart high, hips up, elbows down only. Stay. So the feet remain flat heel to toe, instep to outer heel. And from the flat of the foot, the chest can rise. Roll your way down. And feel the front body open and long. Keeping this, you'll roll onto your belly. Just turn right over. Walk your thighs back. Placing your palms by your ribs, point your toes, elbows in, and feet wide. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. The back of your neck is long. As your feet come together, your elbows come in. As your elbows come in, your shoulder blades come in. Firm your legs a little bit more. 3. The whole back body becoming quite unified and stable. Feet down, heart comes up. Elbows under your shoulders. Sphinx. Imagine that you could widen your elbows and this would widen your hips. Drop your pelvis into the floor. Drop your thighs into the floor. And use your very fingertips to draw your navel up out of the pelvis. Dropping the tailbone toward the floor. Hips are heavy, heart is wide. And as though you could widen your elbows to widen your collarbones right to the top of the head. Keep all the length as you bring your belly down, elbows back, feet to the floor. Reach the right hand left, and then the left hand right. Inhale, reach, exhale, back. A little tuck of the chin, and begin to move a little more swiftly. So that we strengthen the upper back, opening the chest, 2 hands out, 2 hands back. Legs are long and strong. 3, 2. And palms to the floor. Cobra, the elbows stay bent, the hips on the floor, you float open. And the knees bend, tuck your chin, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Step your left foot to your hands and turn right, standing tall, standing wide. Bending your right knee, left hand down in front of the right toes, turn right. And then stand up tall, inhale. Bend the left knee, right hand down, turning left. And continue, inhaling, opening, right knee bends, left hand down, folding. As though you could rinse the right side of the abdomen and then the left side of the abdomen. The left side of the spine. The right side of the spine. Last one, folding left. And standing tall and wide. Open evenly front to back, top to bottom. And down. When everything falls into place, keep all that quiet, that unification, and step to the top of your mat. Your blocks go end to end on their belly, on their lowest setting, like a little wall. If you don't have blocks, then you roll your blanket into a bowl, into a roll, and set it down. Lying back, feet to the blocks, hips up, set down. So your palms are face down beneath your seat. Draw your right knee in and down. Left knee in and down. Inhaling, exhaling. Always start here and check into the low back, reaching your tail towards your heels, towards the blocks. And as you're ready, the legs extend, flexing your feet, lead with your heels. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep the tail reaching towards your heels. Keep the low belly, keep the abdomen gathered in and down toward the floor, like you would cough, and that little would set it in. Eyes closed, body steady. How is it that everything could fall together? Effortless action. So if you're straining here, bend your knees and go back to tapping your feet to the blocks. We're setting the tone of our actions for the rest of the day. Unhurried, skillful and steady. Five, 4, 3, 2. Good. Bend your knees, feet down, hips up, free your hands, turn your palms open. Pause a beat, drop your shoulders, open your chest. Walk your legs out long, heels wider than the blocks, heels wider than the mat. Your breath into your belly. Feeling the possibility of stillness as an action. We don't have to make more of what we love all the time. Bend your knees. Walk your feet in. If you started late, the soundtrack starts right here. I'll Wait is the name. Palms down, hips on hands. Lift your knees, lift your feet. Tap your right foot to the blocks and up. Tap your left foot and up. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. That's modification 1. Modification 2, feet together. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Any strain or tension in your back, split it up one leg at a time. Or if you're ready to go on, heels up, right leg down. In and up, left leg down. Fourth modification, keep your feet together, 2 feet down. Inhale up, exhale down. Full posture, put your palms together. Point your fingers at the ceiling. Press, seal your palms together. This will stabilize the upper body and help to keep your low back safe. So anywhere here that you need to, bend your knees, split it up, find what works. Close your eyes and become steady. That we could move through distraction. We could reclaim actions that are whole and complete and satisfying. Knees bent, feet to the floor, hands down, arms wide now. Legs long, heels wide. Radiate light and ability. Breathe into your body a quality of respect and esteem. A hint of a smile. We draw into ourselves those actions that are so contiguous, such an extension of who we are made to be. We take actions that don't leave us with regrets, don't create future constraint. We find this great, bright opening. Walk your feet in and hold your outer shins. So adding your strap for modification. The strap goes over the outer knees. You hold where the strap meets the knee, knees wide, feet together. Shake out the feet and the tail. Drop your shoulders. Begin to smooth your breath. Modification 1, you're holding the strap. Modification 2, continue with the strap, but hold it so that your hands are closer and your knees can fit towards your inner elbows. The full pose, set the strap down and one hand holds the opposite wrist in a bind. The only work is that bind, and the rest of the body is open. Deepen your breath into the spaces that are available. Start with what's working. Trusting that everything has the potential to work. Deepen your breath, spreading what's working towards what remains to be claimed. Spread that inner expanse into the edges, the horizons, the not quite yet, and a little at a time, make space. Smooth your response to what is finite. Every day I fight against time, and I am learning to rest in it, to find what's working instead of fight it. Keep expanding. Keep removing yesterday's drama. Release your hands and your feet. Feet flat, palms down. Feel the space just unroll like a blossom. The natural desire to show ourselves, to unfold, to evolve and open, to explore. Knees to your chest, hands to your shins. Keep it simple. Right foot to the block, right hand open, and then back in. Left leg extends and back in. So option one, right here. Steady, simple, one side at a time. Option two, feet high, feet together, open wide, and bring it back in. Inhale, open. Exhale in. No drama. There's plenty of time. As the body is prepared, legs to 60 degrees, looking towards 45. So start by cutting a path. Start by listening. Let today be new. What's needed, what's mobile, what's sticky. And then loosen it all just for a moment. Flying open, flying closed. Day 12, you might have made a little more progress than you realize. Check it out. Now eyes closed, settle in. Make it perfect just for you. Just for you. Install in your body a new energy of action. That every act has this fluidity and grace. That every act could become so simple, rewarding, and satisfying. This is all that is asked of you. That's simple. If it's new to you, if you need to at any time, split it up. Moving one side at a time. If you need to, pause. But in your pause, keep your shins in your hands. Try not to put your feet to the floor. And in this way, stay in it but respect yourself. It will keep changing. In the last 30 seconds, where do you want to go? What's required? What's needed? Anything else? Install it now. Three, two, one. Feet down. Legs long. Arms wide or overhead. Let the breath elongate the inner lining of your abdomen, the inner lining of your hips. little shake of the feet, a little shake of the knees, a little wag of the tail. Get a little loose, a little shimmy. Shake out the knee. And bring your left knee in. Interlace your fingers, put your right heel on the block. Hold the left shin close. Left heel high. Exhale down. Inhale. Good. So start slowly. We are simply returning, rinsing out the work we did. If that means that you don't require the stability of the block under your right heel, move it to the left. And use the full range of your hip. Open the hip flexor. Start slowly, and then move a little more quickly. Flex your feet. 3, 2. Right heel down. Right hand open. Good. Right knee to the chest. Interlace your fingers. Keep it close. Left leg long. Inhale it up and exhale it down. Good. If you don't need the blocks, you want the full range, move it aside, heel to the floor, and heel high. Feet flex, start slowly, then move. Opening the hip flexor and the low back, the whole thing. New. Left heel down, left hand overhead, a new range. Knees to the chest. Roll forward and back. 3 times. Roll to your feet, blocks up, so that you have some support for your hands. Sweep wide as you stand up tall. Bend your knees as you sweep back down, hands finding the blocks. So where is your forward fold, where your low back is nice and flat? If you have the space, the hips come up. If the blocks are helpful, use them. If the hands go to the floor, then use the floor. Slowly opening and closing, distributing. A little bend in the knees keeps your low back safe. So this will be the work, or as you choose, it begins to quicken. Traditionally, it's offered with the legs straight, and traditionally, the hands coming forward from the hinge of the hips. That is a tremendous request on your spine, especially the mid and low back. Any past injury, it's not recommended at all. Hands sweep wide, knees bend, or you find your way. So taking the time to build a strong, long front body, back body, hinge of the hips. It means that you respect it each day. Bend the knees as needed and a little at a time. Let the body open. One more. Fold. Rise. Hook your thumbs, palms face forward. A little left, a little right, a little left. So side to side, reach up into the fingers, down into the heels. Inhale left, exhale right. Open the elbows. Drop the shoulders, tuck the chin. For 3, 2. Center. Release your thumbs, reach wide and down. Palms are open, belly's open. And then sitting down. Your blocks are out in front. Put the meat of your meat of your calves on the blocks. And as you lie back, you'll take your blanket with you to lay the blanket over the mid-thigh and all the way up to the low edge of your ribs. Lying back. Fidget. Adjust. So this option of your calves on the blocks is to allow your low back to lengthen. If you don't require this, you're welcome to bring your feet inside the blocks and heels to the floor, which will open the fronts of the hips and the fronts of the thighs a little more fully. So flex the feet, roll the toes, and then the palms turn open and the body rests. Your face is soft. Feel the weight of your heels in the floor, your hips, your shoulders, your hands, and your head. Rest on the floor. Come to rest. Set something else down and come to rest. Allowing the body time and permission. There is no force needed. Let your breath settle in your belly, and the chest is quiet. Body resting, breath in the belly, the breath becomes smooth, silent. It becomes circular, that the inhalation matches the exhalation. Soften your face. Allow yourself into your body more completely. As you deepen your breath, fill the belly and then fill the chest. And all the way out, emptying the belly and the chest. Continue. A hint of a smile, welcoming this increase in breath, welcoming the increase in space and volume and capacity. adding on. The belly fills, chest widens, and up into the throat as though you were smelling a flower. The breath lengthens, and then all the way out. Continue. A hint of a smile welcoming the increase in capacity. Making more interior volume to hold more sanctity, more dignity, more reverence and rhythm in your actions. And then let the breath drop back into the belly. Like a great bird coming to land. Chest gets quiet. Come to land at the center of your abdomen. Be effortless. No work of the breath, no work of the mind. The body free. Hands overhead. Reach it out. Open it up. All that new volume. Keep this capacity and dignity. Walking your feet in, making your way to a cross-legged seat. Use your blanket to become a bolster. Fold it in half, sitting up tall, take your time. If your playlist continued, just pause it. Any adjustment, make it now. Until the hands rest on the thighs. The crown floats over the seat, body tall. Finding 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Allow your body to adjust around the breath as the breath takes this shape, this form, this figure. 4 counts in, 4 counts out, steady and smooth.
Exhale 4. Pause for 2, 3 times. In the pause, soften the body around the breath. In the inhale, heart up, chin in, get taller. Exhale, navel to spine. Feel that pause, rest in the belly. Just release the effort of the breath. As you breathe naturally, keep your attention resting at the navel. Feel the inhalation, a quality of expansion, and give it light. And on the exhalation, it is a return, a gathering, a condensation. It becomes a point or a marble of light. The inhale, opening wide, a little more diffuse. Exhale, gathering. Becoming this pulse of light that rides the breath. If you find that pulse and you'd like to stay right there with it, stay. If you're interested to try, unhook the breath from that pulse. And so now the pulse is free to reveal itself, to show its pace. And we simply listen, encourage it. Notice it. Can we establish contact with that inner pulse? Right at the navel. Whatever you have chosen, let the mind be free, let the breath be free, let the body be free, and simply rest. Trusting the order that Manipura brings. Whenever you start to feel uninspired to create, remember you don't have to. It's just as important to take time to listen. Welcome the uninspired moments as moments to be. Be gentle. process what's already there. In your mind, repeat this. I have value. Even when I am not producing anything. In your mind, repeat this. I have value. Even when I am not working. In your mind, repeat this. I have value. Even when I do not feel creative or inspired. I have value. This is an act. No matter, sweep wide, gather it in. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead, center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count, Sat, 2 count, Nam. Inhale. Sat. Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Happy Friday. The work of this sequence has so many folds, opening and closing, and this is the work of many abdominal layers, the 4 multiple aspects of the hip flexors, the quadriceps, into the mid-low back. And so the vinyasa is to move us in the opposite direction, that we'll be establishing some heat through standing postures, but then taking time to find bow or find camel or find sphinx, opening this space, opening the length of the thighs. I know that I'm hungry for this after this sequence. And so things as simple as pigeon, things as simple as just a supported bridge to allow the body to unfold, to release some of that folding. And you can do the first 20 to 30 minutes just warming it up. You can continue to do a full hour. You can continue on, and we will have this meditation and breath practice at the end as we continue into Manipura. We continue finding that pause on the exhalation. We continue resting the attention with Nishtadharana in the belly. We continue to transform. So I will be here tomorrow at 9:30. I will see you for Vinyasa. And then on Sunday back here at 8 for online class on Sunday. And then 10:30 live in the park in Baltimore, if you're here. Same sequence. So if you are far, don't worry, nothing will change. But if you are near and you would like to come on Easter Sunday, I will be at Druid Hill Park, Sundial Grove, 10:30. And if you come, bring a bunch of flowers. And I will bring a bunch of flowers, and others will bring a bunch of flowers, and we will swap. And we will come with a bunch, and we will leave with a bouquet. And I will see you there. Thank you for your time. Sat Nam. Tomorrow.